Roger, what are you up to, my man? Here we go. Alright, let's talk about a bunch of renos here. What's this one? There we go. Okay. We're doing taco chats. I'm just gonna switch my camera. Audio mixer overlay. Disney. Nested me. Oh, that's what we did. HD20. Boom. Much better camera. Alright. Let's pretty up my face here. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, now alright, let's put the camera here. Alright, it's a lonely day. Lonely, lonely day. So, looks like we don't got much going on here. I gotta add one other thing. We're just gonna do some setup here. Alright, I'm just going to pull out some of my old documents, see if we can professionalize these guys. ESA letters, health and safety newsletter, subcontractor, template. Let's open up this bad boy, this bad boy, this bad boy. Let's go back. Improvements code booklet. Okay. Safety. Let's see what else we can get in here. Letters, review units. Budget calculator. All right, a big focus is going to be on doing some of these projects here. So archived backups, what are these? Tablets, budget calculator. No, let's go back one. Safety forms. Form 1000s. Okay. Hey, Cindy. What's up?
Hello, Taco.
What's up? How are you?
Hola, Taco.
What are you
Can you
guys
hear
up
me?
to? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Oh, that's not good. One second.
I cannot hear you.
What about now? What about now? What about now?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? No?
Hello? Hello?
Yes? No? I can't hear you now. Oh, there you go. Can you hear me? She's typing. Oh my god.
Bonjour.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Oh
Can you
wow,
hear
this
me?
is yeah, I can. I don't know why this
Hey, Taco,
always
how's it
happens to
going?
me. Hate it. I hate it. It always happens.
Okay,
How are you?
happens. Well, you fix it. Good, good. Just, multitasking here. Coming on your call so I don't miss it.
Well, that's
What
good.
are we what are we discussing today?
Well, whatever you want, really. You're the only one here, so you get whatever help you want.
Sure. Pedro? Okay. So we have a scenario that me and Pedro were just discussing.
Oh, nice.
And so you know our situation.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking to offload our condo,
Yeah.
and we've never like had to sell an investment property and pay capital gains. So we're just trying to figure out our calculations. I don't know if you know that's something how to do. Um,
No, but you
because
can rate, but do you have capital losses on any other properties? Because you want to be able to write off against each other, from my understanding.
so I have to do my taxes for last year. So I guess this one I don't have to pay until next year. I'm assuming because it's sold in 2024. So I guess I don't have to pay for the capital gains in 2025, but I'm guessing I really don't know how this works. But we did sell a property last year, so I know we're gonna have to pay some capital gains this year. I have a line of credit, like a line of credit that was used from the property on this,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard that like you don't have to pay something on like if you do a refi
Yeah.
or pull out a line of credit, you don't have to pay something on it, right? Does that avoid the capital gains as well? That 150? Do you know? Would you happen to know?
No, that I don't know. That's why I hired an accountant, because I don't know these things.
Yeah. Anyways, we're just so those are questions we obviously have for an accountant, and we were just talking to someone yesterday, and they offered us because they know like me and Pedro initially bought this property. This was our first investment ever, and we bought this property because we wanted it as a retirement home. But years have gone by, and we've decided we no longer want to retire in Toronto. We want to retire somewhere where there's palm trees and water, beach. So we don't have that emotional attachment to this condo anymore. Um, so we're thinking about getting rid of it.
You're going
But
back
we're wondering,
going to the Dominican
we're
or
just
what?
wondering, anywhere. We're thinking maybe Dominican, anywhere that's hot and good price. It makes sense. Um, but I think ideally he'd want to go to the Dominican, right?
I assume Pedro would like to go to the Dominican. I lost you. What happened? Did I freeze? I think I froze. Maybe I froze. Did I freeze? Or did you freeze? I don't know. But your eyes are closed. Let's turn it back on. I lost you guys. What happened? Cindy's got to charge her phone, man. Oh, I should
Uh,
add you to the Grow team.
Sorry about that.
You didn't charge your phone or what?
Yeah, unfortunately, I apologize. I didn't even realize those batteries going. I need to get a new phone. Um, but anyways, I was saying we we just we're a little emotional about maybe not being able to purchase again in the Toronto market, but then like, the Toronto market, there's like more, you know, taxes and other stuff. So we kind of weighing all these things out. We're like, should we sell it right now? Should we still hold it for a bit? The market's starting to pick up a bit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
We're just
market is changing a little bit for sure. But it's
it
all about like
is
honestly, like the money's about velocity, I think. Like how fast
right,
you can turn over that money, right? Like you got
right.
money tied up in the condo, like you've already taken some money out of it and it's just sitting there, right? But like if you do a flip or you do, maybe you do invest in the Dominican or something like that, like if that can
Yeah,
turn the money quicker, it
that's
is
true.
also better.
So that's what we're looking at. So you're right. And then we're thinking about, so like what I always have in my head is like one unit, it's vacant right now. It's 100, well, it's not going to be vacant right now, but in 2 months, because my tenants gave me notice. So, I'm sure it won't be hard to um, tenant it, but you'd have to be very picky, do your due diligence, and I'm not going to just throw anybody in there. So, I look at it as okay, one unit is 100% vacant. It's 100% vacant. I have to carry that cost, and I want to do bigger and better. So,
Yeah, I mean
um,
if I got my 60-day notice, I'm renting that thing yesterday. Right? Like I'm
yeah,
already finding that next person. I don't know who helps you with your leasing or if you guys do it yourselves, but I would be renting it
yeah,
right now for sure.
yeah. Well, it's still there. I'm hoping to sell it by then. So I'm not gonna. So I'm actually gonna have it staged. Um, Probably the next couple days. We were there this weekend painting, so hopefully everything will work out. But we just spoke with someone like yesterday. They're like, "Well, we know how much it means to you. You want, I mean, one of the reasons why we're selling this or why we're offloading this property." So they're like, "If you had an option to keep it, would you?" So this is the debate we're going through right now. Do we keep it or
Oh,
do we get right? Because I guess we got to look at all the exit strategies, all the options that we have available, right?
that's
So
a big piece.
I've been,
Piece.
pardon?
I said that's a big key key piece, right? Is what are your options, your exit strategy options?
Right. So we want to choose the best option, but I think I'm getting over the emotional aspect of it, and I'm thinking, do bigger and better. I know with this market, it's always better to do like two family. I have a couple of the units that are generating income from both upstairs and downstairs, which is a lot better, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
only thing is that what I'm generating in one house with two apartments, I'm generating in this condo with one apartment, right? So you weigh it out, and then you look at the different type of clientele that you have, right? You look at the clients in Toronto versus, Windsor, total different type of clientele, right? Like I have like the guy that is living in my house right now. He's like, holy super neat freak. Like I was there this weekend painting, and I opened up the closet, and this guy has his shirts and his pants all color coded. His suits are all in those like suit bags. His All his shoes are in like nice boxes. Like he looks like he's well organized. I'm like, this is the ideal tenant. Like he's perfect. I've never had a problem with them, right?
Hmm. Yeah, but those don't
But
come
again,
often, right? You don't,
no, no.
right? That's not the norm. You don't go into everybody's, you don't get those serial killer tenants. They got OCD, they're color coordinated clothing.
Yeah, seriously, no, he was well organized. I must say, I've never seen a man so clean. Like he was like so like clean, like even like because our cabinets are like they're open concept kind of thing,
Hmm.
like the floating, and like even his dishes are so properly organized. I was like amazing, but I think it's just time to move on from it.
Yeah, if
Hello.
you can, if you can move on and do something bigger and better, then that's like typically the way to go. It
Get my
doesn't need to
phone
be
on that.
bigger as long as it's better. What's up, Manny?
Welcome,
Mano-
Manolo.
Manolo himself.
¿Cómo estás?
Vianney too.
Good, good, good. How you guys doing tonight?
Wait, oh, I'm doing well. How are you, Taco? How you doing?
I'm doing
I'm
good.
good.
We were just discussing my little dilemma of whether I should sell my condo or not.
Well, I know a good-looking agent that could definitely sell that condo above asking price.
Yeah, but Arrow's not here.
Yeah, I never said it. I said a good-looking agent. Right? You didn't hear me, bro.
Um,
Yeah, so
No. Where's your condo?
it's downtown Toronto.
Are you cash flowing?
I am like obviously it's gone down a bit, but I'm still cash flowing. But like what we're discussing is like if I go buy like a multifamily, I can cash flow a lot more, right?
Creating a multifamily, or you're renovating a multifamily. That's where you get where the best value adds are, right, Mark?
yeah, no. But that's what she was discussing, right? She's been hanging on to this condo. She's already squeezed some of the juice out of it, and
Oh,
she's
about
like,
it.
do I hang on to it? It's doing okay, like it's decent, it's doing okay. But then I was like, well, you could hang on to it, and that's good. It's gonna stay there. It's gonna continue to grow and everything like that. But if you sell it, which is something that she's thinking, I'm not telling her to sell it, but if she sells it, then what are the opportunities, right? And some of the opportunities I'm telling her is like it's velocity of money, right? Like how fast can you churn that money? The money's gonna grow, that's one thing, but like how fast is it growing, or how fast are you getting access to it, right? Like doing flips or doing these bigger buildings, right? You could turn that dollar more often, and that's I think better bang for your buck, right?
And I think also I'll get more cash flow because of the fact that with condos, as it ages, the maintenance goes up. They start getting assessments, and there's wear and tear on the building itself. Um, yeah. So
Yeah, no, there's the condos downtown Toronto do well, but like
mhm.
you said, the condo fees and all that other jazz,
It eats
and
up your cash flow.
it eats up your cash flow. The other thing is there's only a certain ceiling that a condo will reach,
Yeah.
in terms of pricing.
Right.
So they are good to hold on to, especially if you bought back in the day and you're cash flowing,
Yeah. I just
because
bought it. 2017, 18.
The pros are that you always have a good paying tenant.
Yes.
Um,
I was just
that's a
telling
pro.
Taco that like it's a different clientele. Like the clientele downtown Toronto is so different than Windsor. Like my Windsor tenants are like, oh my god, it's like pulling teeth out just trying to get my rent. Whereas this one, like I totally forgot about this condo that I have it because money goes in when it's supposed to go in. They never call me. There's no issues ever, right?
Well,
And
that
like
that goes. Yeah, of course, it goes down to like having better clientele in Toronto, but the cost of it is higher too, right? So it's like a trade off. But like I have really good tenants in Hamilton, but it took me a little bit of time to vet them, right? So
right.
vetting is super important, super important. But I'm cash flowing pretty good on some of my properties, and I don't know. I'm a fond believer of the multifamily.
Yeah.
I don't have any condos. I've never had any condos.
I wouldn't
Um,
do them again. I'll tell you that much. Like I've done it, like run its course. I wouldn't do condos again just because I see the value in multifamily. So that's something. I have a few other properties that where I was able to like do the 2 units, which is great, and I see the income that's coming with that. So I mean, again, I wouldn't recommend people to condos
condos
unless
are good pre-con. Like if you buy a good deal, like if you get a
yeah,
really good deal
yeah,
pre-con, like I bought a few condos for a couple of cousins of mine, and they got them for like 400,000 and 800 square feet. Like great
yeah.
deals,
That's what
right?
I got. So I picked it up at 500 a square foot. Now they're selling at like 1,200 a square foot.
So
You
like
know,
that's when it was good. Like
yeah.
right now, it's so saturated the condo market. It's especially Toronto. And some of these condos in Toronto, they're giving away a car. If you buy the condo, you get a car.
What?
No
So
way.
that's
I don't know if you heard about that one, Mark, but
No.
that's
we should have
insane.
did a video about that one. But
Yo,
one of the
forget about the
developments
video. I want to
downtown,
just buy a townhouse to buy a car.
they give you a Hyundai. Yeah, they give you a Hyundai.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty
So
desperate.
yeah, times are a little bit tough for developers, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
They can't offload these. They're all looking over north of $1,000 a square foot, right? So
Yeah,
it's very difficult because the cost of building has gone up, right?
for sure.
So so the way I look at it, like yeah, multifamilies, it's all based on you. It's based on what you feel comfortable with. But I'm a fond believer of multifamily. Like I love multifamilies because there's so many ways you could make money on multifamily. Now I was talking to Mark about it earlier, and I'm like, Mark, there's a big shortage of like midterm rentals, like furnished midterm rentals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm getting a lot of inquiries on Airbnb about 3 4 month rentals,
Really?
and what I like about it is like when they leave, the next person I could just up the rent,
Yeah, it's
right?
true.
So I had Airbnbs instead of like getting rid of all the furniture and making all of them long term rentals. I kept a few of them as Airbnbs, and I'm doing like the midterm rental. But some of them are asking me to do it off Airbnb platform, so I have a different platform.
Oh,
Um, but
that's like
it's pretty advantageous, I'll tell you. Um, like you can make some good money on the midterm rentals.
I was doing midterm
Um,
rentals on my property in Sarnia, and I was getting 6,000 a month. 6,000 a month. It was pretty
wow.
good. It was pretty good money. But then I converted it more like to a student, not really student, more family student, international students.
Yeah,
Like,
international students are good. I have Indian students. They're very respectful.
yeah, I
They're
have
very good.
Spanish.
Yeah, no, the
No,
students are
Spanish
good,
is
right? They pay a lot of money to be down here.
Yeah,
like
I
I
have,
think
and they take care. They take care of the place really well.
I think all immigrants are relatively good with that.
They're
Yeah.
afraid.
Um, I think it's mostly the white people. I hate to say that, but it's
Wow. I don't know if it's the white
I
people,
know
but
it is. It is. Like, listen, would you like to rent from an immigrant if you were white and you grew up here and you like kind of like you're like 20 generations were here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You feel like you the way is like you feel like okay, like you kind of feel jealous. I don't know. That's how they feel.
they
I
have
know
so
because I've
much
had
more to lose too. Like they're just afraid that they're gonna lose their visitor visa. Even like when I first, so So what happened was, Lambton College actually reached out to me because there's a shortage of housing, and they asked me if I was willing to rent out to students, and I asked them, well, I said to them I was a little skeptical because I've heard a lot of things with student rentals, and they're like, no, international students are totally different. They're the best.
Yeah.
They're afraid of losing their visas, and the defaulting rate with them is very low because we could just contact the school and they can. There's repercussions for doing something like that as a student.
Yeah, like I have two properties by colleges, Mohawk College,
Yeah.
and one of them is like never vacant, and the other one is the office that I'm using. Mark's seen it. I'm
Yeah.
renting the basement right now currently, but the upstairs, Mark, if I were to rent that out and make 2 more bedrooms in the living room,
Yeah.
I get upwards of $4,000 a month.
Great.
Yeah, like those students will pay.
Yeah, no,
They
no, no.
will pay.
The students do pay, but even like regular students, like even non like foreign students or international students, the other students will pay because you can also get their parents to co-sign every single time, right? Like because they won't qualify on their own, so you could always use
The only
them.
problem is with local students partying and damages. I've had it. I've had problems, and when I mean local, I mean like anywhere from Ontario moving over here to go to school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um, I've dealt with police damages, all kinds of stuff, right? But international students, like Cindy said, they're afraid of losing their visa. They're afraid of
well,
disappointing their parents. You know,
yeah,
Yeah.
they risk a lot to be here, right? It's not a joke to them, right? There's a lot more risk for them to be here than a regular student, right? That they're just moved out of their house and this is where they're at.
yeah. Like for example, like think about this. Like I just looked at a property today. It was listed at 699. It was on the market for I think 30 days.
Yeah.
You could probably get that for like 650, right?
Hmm.
It had a kitchen in the basement, it had a washroom in the basement, it had a living room in the basement. It already had everything set up for a duplex, right?
But
Like it's not a duplex, it's not legal, but it's very easy to convert that to a legal duplex because the plumbing's there. You know what I mean? It's not going to cost you
yeah,
150K.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's going to cost probably like 80, 60, 90, 80, 90, right? And you have a legal duplex. When the market turns around, when it turns around, they were selling for 950, right?
Yeah.
Legalized. So
Well, tomorrow's going
like
to be
if you
another big
compare
day,
that to
right?
like,
Tomorrow they're going to hold rates one more time, and that's going to be a pretty good indicator of how things are panning out. And it's really going to change the
yeah,
dynamic, I think.
yeah, I think it's still buyer season right now. But the minute that they drop the rates, I think a lot of people are gonna come back to the market. It's gonna be a frenzy.
Oh, I think it's going to be
Uh,
a bloodbath.
it's gonna be a frenzy. We're already in bidding wars. Anything under 800,000 that's relatively decent looking is in a bidding war.
Yeah, we have bidding wars. We
So
have the lineups back at those freaking like Mattamy Homes and stuff, right? It's the
oh yeah,
market's heating up. It's heating up.
so it's still an opportunity to buy, but like it just depends, right? It depends on everybody's strategy. Like even I was considering selling one of my duplexes, but I was like, I don't know. I have a duplex with a basement that's unfinished. I can make it a triplex. Well, I can make it a illegal triplex, right? So, like, is it worth selling? Is the question, right? So these things you gotta look at, right? If you're cash flowing, is it worth selling?
Yeah.
You know. So these are the kind of things you gotta look at. Cindy, you there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I'm
here.
here. I just
She's,
have it on. I just have it on mute. I'm hearing you. I just have it on mute because I don't want you to hear the background noise. I'm
she's
actually
out.
Oh, okay,
She's
no
out shopping. She's
problem.
out shopping.
multitasking here. I got to work night shift tonight, so I gotta make sure I got lunch for the kids tomorrow.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
you're right.
like,
I gotta look at like if it makes sense to sell it. So,
just look at the
but I
wait.
think I'm leaning towards selling it.
Sorry.
I am leaning towards selling it. Like I already have a realtor. Like she has. I went and painted it this Saturday, and looking to stage it with like in the next couple of days. Give me 1 second. Sorry,
Mhm.
just returning something.
Your realtor's not as pretty as me. Just saying. Definitely not as funny as me. Mark,
Yo,
you're probably like this fucking guy.
yeah,
I sent you the money.
that's exactly what I'm saying right now. This fucking guy.
I already know what you're thinking.
I love it. You're
I
funny,
sent
bro.
you that money.
I saw, bro. I got your kitchens. I added it to my teams. I said, boys, it's in. Put it in the pipeline. We need to get it out right away.
I got to go to the bank and change that business account. It's so tight. It won't let me send over to 2,500. It's so weird. I got to go to the bank and change that business account around.
Yeah, if you
But
don't go there and like bitch and complain, nobody's gonna change it. They don't give a fuck.
I don't know what it is. Like you got like 20,000, 30,000 being wired to you, but they want to let you send more than 2,500 bucks.
No,
It's
I
like,
know.
come on, man.
It's always a disaster. It's always a disaster, man.
And
When it
when you
comes
want
to
to
this
get
stuff.
money out, you have to order your own money. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know, it's like you can't win one way or another. But I think the next contents that we should be doing
Mm-hmm.
is like kind of like hitting the nail on the head with these questions that people are. These are the questions that people have right now.
Oh no, of course.
Should I sell?
Yeah. Should I
Should I
buy?
sell or should I hold on?
Those are good questions because I'm going through this dilemma right now.
Well, that's what we're saying.
Yeah,
That's like that we should be talking about it a little more.
and I guess you didn't hear what I said. I guess your realtor's not as pretty as me and not as funny as me. I'm just joking.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
but
So
no, no, we should definitely do something video wise to address these questions because I get it a lot too, right? And
yeah.
and honestly, sometimes it's just based on like the person's position. Really, it's
Yeah,
not
and this is the thing. I was actually having a conversation with Gary Hibbert yesterday. We jumped on a Zoom call, and it was great because not a lot of people do this. He actually jumped on a call with me. Said, "Let's sit down and look at your portfolio and see what your options are." Right? But at the end of the day, like me and Pedro still have to make the decision, right? So it's kind of a hard decision.
you know, at the end of the day, it's just based on your goals, right?
Yeah.
What your goals are,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah. We
Yeah, you got
we gotta take out the emotional part of it out of the
yeah,
decision making, which we're almost there. Like in the beginning, it was like, no, 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 like this is something we wouldn't even consider. And like we're now like 95%. We're gonna sell it.
you just got to do the math, right? The numbers don't lie. They're not emotional.
No, for sure, for sure. And I think that would just help alleviate some of the expenses as well. I mean, it's been a tough year. I'm sure not just for me, for a lot of people, right?
Everybody. We're all
So
feeling it,
everybody's
including
been a
Taco.
tough year,
Including Taco. Taco's feeling the pressure.
including Manolo. Manolo's been solo dolo without no money.
yeah,
Rough
but
year.
I'm really
But
hoping this year changes up. But like I was telling Gary, like I started investing because I wanted the freedom to spend time with my family. I wanted that quality time. And I think the last year, I think it's taken so much time away from my family, and I want to get that back, right?
you know, that's the reason we all invest, but we end up working double.
Yes, that's true.
You know, the worst calls, Cindy, are the ones that are like plumbing issues or electrical. Oh my God, it's a sewage backup.
Well, can I gotta tell you that, I haven't had those issues, fortunately. I don't know. I swear by this. I don't know if other people do, but like I opted for like Reliance protection plan. Then I get like the plumbing, the
Mhm.
insurance, for electrical. I get it all. And I've had some water breaks and they've gone out right away, like within an hour. I've had some issues with my furnace, have gone out right away. I don't know if it's just
Well,
Sarnia area and the Windsor area that they've been great with, but you know what? I used to have a property manager. I got rid of the property manager. They're the middle people, right? My
Yeah,
tenants
yeah,
call
yeah.
me. They're like, "Hey, we got a burst pipe." I jump on the call right away. It takes me no more than 20 minutes, and they're out there within the hour or two, and done deal. You know, I pay monthly into it. They also do my maintenance for my furnace and for my air conditioner. I think I pay like 50 or 60 bucks a month as opposed to
How
like
much
paying.
is that? How much is that program monthly?
I think it's like 50 or 60 bucks a month. It's totally worth it. Like for me, I like it better than my property manager because my property manager was charging me like I would get like $300 a month. I'm like, for what? They're like, we cut the grass. I'm like,
Is that
really?
is that the same as the insurance for this sewage backup? Is that was that what that is?
Well, Reliance Home Insurance covers. That's right. Reliance Home Protection Plan covers. Um, well, it depends because there's different whatever you opt for. So like I opt for it all, right? Maintenance on the furnace, air conditioner,
It's just
electrical,
anything they
plumbing.
can
So
service,
anything to do
right?
with plumbing. I'm sorry.
Anything they service, right?
Yeah, anything to service. So like for example, like my Michigan property has like the guy was an electrician who lived there prior to me purchasing the place, and the lights, like he has these big posts in the front of my house, and I'm like, how the heck am I gonna get into those posts? I called them up. I'm like, hey, my lights burned out. Can you guys fix that for me? And they're like, yeah, sure. They came by. You know, I had an electrical socket that wasn't working. They came by and they fixed it. You know, I had
That's
a,
not bad for $50 per house, right?
yeah, like 50, 60 bucks, something like that per house. Like, you know,
That's not bad.
you have a toilet that's clogged because people have stuck like baby wipes down there. They come and they pull it out. You know, like,
No, are you serious?
yeah, and it's at no cost to you because you're paying your 50, 60 bucks a month. So like imagine you need to get a plumber there. Just to get a plumber there is like what, 200 bucks a month? I mean 200
There,
bucks just for them to come out?
Yeah.
there you go, Taco. That's the new video. Reliance
The
Home Comfort Insurance.
Reliance Home for I mean, it's good, right? It's good when you can take advantage of it, it's great. And when you don't use it, you feel kind of like shitty. It's like a double-edged sword, right? Like you're damned if you do and you're
Listen,
damned
for
if you
50
don't.
bucks
But
a month, the peace of mind for $50 a month. I agree with you, Cindy. I got a sewage backup in one of my properties. Oh my god, it was like $1,000. Bang, right there.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's crazy. I had a water main break, like the main water line
oh
break on
man.
like on the city, and they came out and they checked it out for me. Obviously, they couldn't dig under, but they were willing to. But I ended up getting an actual plumber. But like, I also had another issue on the inside, and they fixed that. And while they're there, the guy's like, "Hey, by the way, your door is kind of coming off the hinges." I'm like, "Hey, can you like just screw that tight for me?" He's like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like,
That's because you're a sweetheart, Cindy. That's why people do stuff for you.
and he's like, "Can you give me 5 star?" I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." I agree. You know, they love their 5 star reviews, right?
Yeah.
They live by that. So I'm like, "Sure, I'll give you a 5 star review." So they know me well. I think we're on a first name basis now because I know them so well. They come to my house.
That's got to be in a smaller
Oh, their
town. There's
house.
no way that happens in a big city. You're gonna get a new guy every time.
Oh no, for sure. But the point is, like, they're always there. Like, they're really good. I remember when me and Pedro, we had just finished renovating the house, and me and Pedro were sleeping, and we kept hearing this loud bang. We're like, "What the heck is that?" Well, I have two furnaces in my house, and Pedro goes downstairs and he says, "I don't know, what do you call cheese? You know what cheese buzz is? Cheese
He's
buzz?
supposed to
Oh,
sparks.
sparks. Yeah, sparks. Like from that, the little igniter thing."
Yeah.
The underneath the water, it was coming out. We're like, what the fuck? This place is gonna blow up. Part of my French here. I called them.
But
I'm like, I said my furnace or water tank, whatever it was. I think what was it? Water first tank. Yeah, I think it was water tank. I said it's giving out like these sparks. I said turn it off. We'll be there like in the next like half hour. Like they came right away and they fixed it. And all it was because I think there was some like debris in the little plate where it sits, where the igniter starts, and they were out like right away. Like I'm telling you, I have it on all my properties, and I swear by it. Like they've been good to me.
Send Cindy, send link in
Uh,
bio.
yeah,
Send
for
link
sure.
because
No, they've been great. I'm telling you, like I would have like my property manager call me and like you have an issue to get a hold of the property manager till they get a hold of somebody. Then the amount that they're charging you is just ridiculous. I don't mind picking up the phone. Like, I mean, that doesn't
Yo,
happen often,
that's
right?
a great idea. Hey, Mark, think about it. For a
Yeah.
property management company, just to get that themselves,
No, I know.
like you got a property management company, bang, you got all you pay for the Reliance service.
Yep, that's what it is. You're paying 50, $60 and charging people 300.
Cindy, thank you for the idea.
Yeah, no, like I think like if you're doing like small number of units and stuff like that, like paying that 50, $60 a month and not having a property manager is like it's worth it.
It's
Like if you
massive.
do it like if you look at it just like that, it's definitely worth it because
It's
you're not
massive.
incurring all
No,
of
but
these
if you're doing
fees.
buildings, oh, no, if you're doing buildings, you need a property manager.
Yeah, yeah, no, it
You know,
just comes to volume of units, right? And then how new your building is too. Like, if it's like a freshly renovated property, you're not gonna do much to it. Like, you should be pretty good. You don't need a property manager. Like, what's the property manager doing, right? Like outside of like leasing, but even leasing, they're just subbing the leasing agent, which you can do yourself. And after that, they're just
That's
picking up the
exactly what
phone,
they're saying.
right? They're just picking up the phone. And if you're willing to pick up the phone, then why not, right? But if you're not willing to pick up the phone, then obviously there's some levels to that stuff.
Listen, when last year I got a bill, it was like $400. I'm like, what is this for? They're like, oh, they came in and cut your grass. I'm like, cut my grass. I literally have like a 4 foot by 4 foot little tiny patch. How on earth did that cost me $400? You know?
is
Well, we
that for
have
the whole year though? Wait. Was that for the whole year?
No, that was a one-time thing. I was like, what the hell?
$400 for one time?
Oh
Oh
man,
my
I'll cut your
god!
grass. I'll cut your grass $3.99.
Listen, my house in Michigan. Well,
Mark, we
sorry,
gotta bring some Mexicans over, Afghanis and Mexicans.
Oh
no.
man, but
Listen, I have a student who my lot is 274 feet. Like, I have like my yard and my backyard is huge, and I get this kid to pay. He only charges me $60, and he
that's
does
crazy.
it by lawn. Like, it's crazy.
No, but a
But he
property
makes the most.
management kind of level layers on fees, right? Like if unless you're doing volume, it's not. I won't say it's overly worth it. Even like I have a property manager, and they charge me to use my own guys on like my own work.
So there's different things with property managers. Like, so there's different programs. Like, if you have a property manager that offers like rent guarantee programs and stuff like that, it may be worth it. Um, and then just as long as they don't gouge you on the fees, yeah, I agree with you guys. That's crazy. $400 for cutting the grass.
That's
That's
insane. But imagine like
the
my property
dentist.
manager charges me to send my own guys. It's like
That's
what?
crazy.
Like what are you doing? They're like, yeah, we still got to make money on it. Like we took the call. They're like, Jesus Christ,
That's called double dipping.
freaking ridiculous, man.
Double.
I
Mm.
don't own property. I really don't. It's not that much.
So
I mean, it's
Mark, let me ask you, what do you
Yeah.
guys think about Texas?
Texas. I think
Yeah,
there's
the
there's
prices.
there's a lot of good beef out there.
It's
Um,
I've
Texas.
been looking at houses for 280,000. They're like gorgeous houses, gorgeous
yeah,
San Antonio,
the
Texas.
houses and the
Oh,
prices are
Texas.
really good. Some areas in Texas are great. Some areas are not so great. I don't know enough about the economy and everything like that. Like, I mean, I would have to do some homework on it. But from everybody I've been talking to, it seems to be a vibrant city. But some of those cheap houses are in the middle of nowhere, right?
You know who came back from there? Your buddy Nate came
Oh, I
back.
know, I know. Nate's coming by to see me
He
next
reached
week.
out to me. He reached out to me. He wants to He wants to go on the podcast.
Oh, beauty.
The
Um,
houses are very cheap.
so he's probably got a lot to say about the American.
Well,
Huh?
I have a meeting with him next week.
Just bring him to the podcast.
Yeah, I gotta
He
meet
wants
with
to do
him.
the podcast
Yeah, I
to
gotta
me
meet.
today.
I also have to meet with him for work.
No problem.
We do a lot of because he does a lot of exterior products for buildings, right? He does like windows, balconies, railings, front
Bring
entrance
him to my
systems.
place. I need some windows.
So that's like a
You
lot
got
of the big
the office.
projects we work with. Pardon?
He does windows, right?
Yeah. Aluminum though, aluminum windows. He does apartment buildings, not little vinyl windows. Vinyl windows, I have a link for you if you need.
Is it Pablo,
Uh,
the Russian guys?
Vinyl windows?
No, no, yeah, vinyl.
No, vinyl I order direct from factories. I
Oh,
even
okay.
met I even met my Asian guy. One of his Asian buddies just bought a window factory, a vinyl factory here in Canada.
What the what's it called? The what do they call that? The cap, the bend. You have the bend and stuff.
Then
What's it called? The thing that they use. The cap, the capping or whatever, the siding thing.
no, I'm talking about vinyl windows, like plastic windows, like the windows you put in a residential house.
Oh, okay, okay. I get what you're saying.
He bought a manufacturing because it's like
Okay.
pellets, and then it gets like basically it comes out like Play-Doh, these plastic tracks, and then they cut them, and then they insert the glass on them. It's all like
Oh, nice.
yeah, they make them, they manufacture them here. There's a bunch of guys that do it.
What do you think about this Magic Window? You heard of that company, Magic Window?
Yeah, Magic Window is just marketing.
They're
Magic
pretty
Window
good
is
with their
just a
marketing.
window that they added that the slider to, and then it's just they just charge double the amount.
Yeah, they're all over with
It's just
this.
it's just marketing, right? Like if you market, then you're gonna hear about it, right? That's the power of marketing, right? But there's at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's good products and then there's crap products, right? Like I mean, if we advertise like Mel and Dave does on like every time I swipe my our Grow Networking ad shows up, well, enough people will join.
That that product, that the waterproofing thing, I want to do a video on that fucking thing. That thing's cool.
Well, I'm gonna get you one tomorrow, my friend.
Oh yeah, I need one of those.
You know,
She's coming.
I looked at the price. It's like 780 at Home Depot, eh? Insane.
780.
Yeah.
Oh, $100 cheaper, right? You what? You got 600.
I think it was like 630 or something like that for you. But still, it's crazy though how much more expensive it is. Home Depot is such a rape. Not a rape, I shouldn't say rape, but they gouging, man. They gouge over there at Home Depot. It's insane.
Where do you get your tiles from?
Tiles we use Olympia tile. Like some of the products we have to choose, especially because I'm planning on expanding now, like a lot more, like going, like into different provinces and stuff like that. Like the products that I
Yeah.
use or the companies need to be able to facilitate that problem too. Because right now,
Oh,
one of the projects we were doing, we put in a bid for a bunch of stuff, and then now my plumbing guy doesn't support one province. So then I Googled all of the big companies, right? And now I'm working with those guys because they already have the distribution network, right? We just drive sales to
yeah.
them. Yeah, like Olympia Tile has everything,
Heard of
right?
Gracious? You heard of Gracious, right?
Gracious? No, who's gracious?
Oh my God. You don't know Gracious?
No, that's gracious.
Oh boy, oh
Should I
boy, oh
Google
boy,
them?
oh
I'm gonna
boy.
Google them right now. Gracious what?
Gracious Flooring.
Gracious one.
Brampton, buddy, B-Town. My Indian brethrens.
Gracious Flooring Hardwood. 72 Devon Road, Brampton. No, I don't know these guys. These guys aren't big.
It's not
Big.
about being big. They got the best prices.
Wow, big best prices is only takes you so far, bro.
Oh, when you're doing
I mean,
projects, fuck.
I mean, for the smaller projects you're doing, yeah, like I get it. I totally get it. But when we get into these
Mhm.
bigger things, it's not as good. Like,
Well,
look,
if you need a bigger supplier, that's a different story.
yeah,
But
yeah, for small products and stuff like that, like go in there and grab just something for like a one shot on a property or whatever. Yeah, it's fine,
mm,
right? When we
yeah,
start doing
yeah.
these bigger clientele, larger projects, right? Like I'm not doing. I'm doing more than they carry in a month, right?
Mm, mm.
Especially because they carry like stores like these carry way too many products, right?
They have a lot of products.
Yeah, like they're trying to do way too
But
much.
I went there. But you know what's happening right now? There's a shift. The tiles are being made in India now. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, dude. The one of the
There's a
girls that
shift.
was at our event, I was
Mm,
talking to her. She showed up and she was like, "Mark, look, I want to meet with you afterwards or another day because I have quartz slabs, tiles, and a few other items that I think I can help you with." And I said, "Yeah, sure. Like, let me know." And then she came by and she brought a whole bunch of stuff, and now we might end up working with them. and
They're
see how
from
it goes.
India.
Yeah. She's got her family's in India, so she's out here, and then her family's out there.
So I've met a lady at the that Triforce, the house, the flooring place,
Yep.
that they're doing the same thing where they're importing plumbing supplies direct from China. All the fixtures. The only problem is if you need a piece, you're gonna have to wait, right? That's the problem with the plumbing fixtures. But you should see some of these. You should see some of these plumbing fixtures.
No, I know, but
Like,
that's why I work with some of the guys I work with, right? Some of the guys I know are direct. Like they're selling floor and trim cheaper than anybody. Like anybody I even know. I talk to them all the time, and I'm like, dude, you got to raise your price. You're too cheap. You're messing. You're
yeah, I
messing. You're
noticed.
messing with the market.
Well, the Indians are really taking over. Like they're really messing the market up. Like the prices that they're given, like you're not gonna get them. For a window cutout and a window, like you're not getting those prices anywhere. Like I quoted around a few places for like a basement window cutout. How much does that cost? A egress window. Let's say
I don't know.
32 by 36.
I would say between $800 and $1,400, depending what you do. Do you have to dig a hole or just cut out the window?
No, window well, everything.
Window well and like digging down to the weeper and tying in that.
No, not that deep. Just window well.
Just cutting the window, right?
Deep enough for. Yeah.
Yeah. So cutting a window. I mean, I have our internal guys can do it for around like 800. I would say is pretty fair number, cheap number.
If you're window with the window,
Yeah, I believe so.
if your internal guys can do it, then you could do mine. But these guys are doing it for $1,200, and I couldn't find anybody doing it cheaper than that.
Okay, buddy, I'll do 11.99.
You said 800. I'm taking your
11.99. 11.99. Sorry, I meant
So
800.
that
800 plus 200 for the window. Yeah, that's good. $1,000.
fucking
See, you're
guy
still
doesn't
winning. You're
introduce
still
me
winning.
with this
You're
200.
still winning. What do you care? You're still winning.
$200 shipping, delivering shit.
You're still winning. You're still winning. And you know what? I'll even be a co-host on your podcast. There, done.
Oh, you're already fucking there. You should see
But
these clips I have.
I'm excited.
But yeah, those Indian guys, but they work fast too. You gotta respect their work ethic. They came and did I think they did 5 windows for me, and they were fucking there 2 days, in and out, bang bang.
And for the lintel, are they doing
Like,
the lintel on inside and outside, right? They do one on the outside and one on the inside?
they do one on the outside.
Yeah, well, both sides, right? They gotta support both sides of the concrete.
Yeah, both sides.
Right? Like this.
But
Like this.
and they cut out doors too. They cut out fucking doors, buddy. They don't fuck around. They cut out doors.
Doris, do you have anybody that
You
does?
know?
You know who I need? A guy, actually not in Hamilton though, but I need to do like egress entrances, like step downs and stuff like that.
I got a guy in Toronto actually.
I need somebody in Toronto area. Hook it up, bro.
I got a guy in Toronto. He's an African guy.
Hook it up. I'll give you $200 on top of his price.
Do a free kitchen for me.
Oh, okay.
No, I have a guy. They made a walkout for me. So he might be able to do that for you. He's got the Bobcat and all that shit.
Yeah. It's a good, man. That stuff's the best kind of industry to be a part of, honestly. Better than finishing. Because finishing people are picky. I cut out the window, put the thing in, and I walk away. Right? Client sees a big giant hole. Yeah. Yeah, finishing.
But investors are better than homeowners.
Some investors, but yes.
Still fucking a headache, buddy. Still fucking headache. It's I wanna just get I wanna get into service calls.
Yeah.
And I wanna get into quick jobs, quick money.
There's no quick money, man. There's no quick money, dude.
No. What I'm thinking is kitchens, floors, trims.
Kitchens is a good one because we're in and out. You're right. In and out money.
Paint, kitchen, floors. These are all easy stuff, right? trim, doors, like that kind of shit, right? Like when you get into the framing and like drywalling and it just
No,
gets
that stuff's easy, man. Because then you just frame it and you leave. You like once well, you got sticks everywhere. You can walk away. The
no, but
painting,
when you start
the
doing the
client's gonna
drywalling,
start
muddying,
looking,
taping,
start touching and feeling.
yeah, it's
I'm telling you.
the best money I ever made was flooring, to be honest with you, because it's bang bang.
Yeah, tiles.
It's bang bang.
I used to do tons of tiles. Tiles is like honestly my bread and butter, I would say, for making money.
Tiles is good, but it's just time consuming. But like vinyl flooring, come on, man, bang bang, done. Like it's, I think my guy can probably do 3,000 square foot on his own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, vinyl floors, fuck, nothing. Depends on the vinyl floor. Some of them they don't clip so well, but
You
the
need to get
ones
the
that we
5G,
get that
bro.
clip well.
But you gotta get 5G.
Hmm?
5G.
No, I get like the thick shit. Like the last one we got is a thick shit,
No, no, no. But the
and
thick shit, no, it's not about the thick shit. It's about the clicking system. So the clicking system is called 5G, and the new one's called 5GI.
yeah,
See?
yeah, I know. I usually got the ones from Triforce. They're good, man. They clip good. And this guy could mortar through a house really quickly.
Yeah.
And like we've done, you'd be surprised the amount of houses that we've done for this vinyl. Like the last since it came out, we've been just doing this, and we've just been blazing them, right? And I think it's a quick one, right? As long as you know how to do around the doors and around the entrances and hallways and all that stuff. But
Yeah. As long as you can plan. If you know how to plan, then you're good. The guys that don't know
yeah,
how to plan the layout, and then you get stuck in weird spots, right?
yeah. As long as I remember doing laminate flooring when they first came out with laminate flooring,
Yeah.
and it was fucking such a headache. You needed two guys to start it. It was such a fucking headache. But
And
once you got going,
you had to
it
tap them
was
all
good.
in. You had to tap them each one, right? You had to like,
Yeah, and you get it like, you know what? Like, kudos to those flooring guys. I don't know how they do it with their knees and their backs. Like, I've done it for a few of my properties.
it's awful.
Like when I just started out, and fuck, man, it fucking breaks your back, man.
Yeah.
Like, kudos to them that do it every fucking day. Oh fuck, it's a
Yeah.
lot, man.
Flooring is a pain in the butt. If like it's on your body, it kills you, man.
It does, and you know what? Believe it or not, even paint kills you too.
No.
If
Paint,
you're rolling,
bro.
fucking kills you.
Bro, paint's the easiest.
Not if you're rolling. If you're rolling, it's not. If you're shooting, it's a lot easier, right?
No, they're all easy,
But
man. They're all easy. They're all easy, bro. Painting is easy. Painting's like the
yeah,
easiest job, I think. Painting's the
yeah.
easiest, and then I think, I don't know.
No, I think trim is the easiest. Trim is the fucking easiest.
Trim,
Don't you
trim,
think trim is easy?
trim's pretty easy too. I don't know. You know what? I guess it depends on who's doing it, but I'm like, I've been pretty handy. Now I'm just lazy though. Now I don't even want to do any work.
Yeah. Now you just want to eat tacos.
I just wanna eat
Ta-
tacos, wear a silly taco hat, talk to people, help people,
Tacos and tequila.
and hopefully
Yeah.
get through the day. But
Add value. Add value
that's it, man.
to when are we gonna let everybody? Well, we can't let everybody know our secret in
What's
our
secret?
secret meeting today, but we should definitely warn people that we got some stuff coming up.
Well, we should go live tomorrow and even talk about Jess because Jess said she's gonna start on Thursdays. Um,
Yeah, that's you. She's pumped. I talked to her today, and I told her that the post was all taco, and I had inspiration with the 50 cent.
and Henry's going live on Thursday, like live in person at
Milano.
the Spark something. I don't know. I might swing by. We'll see. We'll see,
You're gonna
Henry.
go to Thursday night. You coming to the Hammer?
Henry, I love you, but the hammer's kind of far.
Why don't they go live? Go live on Instagram.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they don't go live. It's really,
Should go live.
I don't know what the vision is, but it's good. They're doing it every Thursday, so that's good. They're pumping it. I think it's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Um,
good. I think after our meeting today, I think we should really once they got a curriculum, we should pump that course.
well, you
That'll
have
be a
that paperwork now. I think it's good. I
mhm.
think we should email it to the first guy, and then I'm gonna email it to everybody.
No. Let's meet with him. Let's give it to him.
Okay, sure,
Forget about the emailing
but why not? Okay,
because
I think you book a meeting with him and then email him,
yeah.
because then he can't renege the meeting, right? He's already solidified the meeting, and then you send it to him so he has it before he comes into the meeting.
Or we could just present it to him.
Sure, but then he's not gonna be able to make a decision. He's gonna be like, yeah, I gotta check with my guys or whatever, right? If you just book the meeting, the next in-person meeting, and then send him the paperwork, well, then he's gotta give us an answer, right? He's had time with it.
Yeah. We could do something like that.
But anyways, I think that's good for today. Cindy's falling asleep. That's how tired she is.
Cindy.
She's tired.
Cindy.
And she's
Cindy.
Not falling asleep. Sorry, I only slept 3 hours today. I gotta go to work in like 2 hours.
You're crazy.
I know taco's boring you. That's why I came out here try to excite you to
Oh,
try to make you
I'm sure
laugh,
the
try to keep you up.
I'm sure everybody
No,
can agree that we're fine. We didn't need your Manola today, okay?
I'm your cocoa bean, okay?
Stick to Mondays. Stick
I'm
to
in
Mondays.
love with the cocoa.
All right,
Um,
guys. I
it was
think
nice seeing you, Cindy. Have a
I'm gonna
good
get
night,
off.
Taco.
Yeah.
Have a good night,
Bye,
guys. Take
Cindy.
care.
Bye, Tacos. Bye, Hector.
Bye, guys.
Rojas.
Bye.
REI
Bye.
Boss Mom.
Bye,
Manolo.
Rojas, Hector.
See you guys.
Take care. Tammy, take care.
Bye bye.